I'm joined by Mayank Bathwal, CEO of Aditya Birla Health Insurance. Thank you so much, sir, for talking to ET now. So we can see that eat, move, and heal. So for younger generation, for Gen Zs, you are saying that if you will have a sleep of more than 7-8 hours, if you'll have a steps of more than 7,000 or to burn a calorie of 250 and you will having a proper meal, you will give them complete return on their premium of their health insurance. So that will attract more and more younger generation professional Gen Zs to go for health insurance.
See, Anurag, let me just first try and address why bringing young people into health insurance is important. We have got about 200 million people in the age group about 25 to 35 in India, where health insurance penetration is the lowest, and even if they buy, the retention is the lowest. One reason is because they find the product may not be fully relevant for them because they feel hospitalization to aaj hoga nahi, it will take time. So is a pure hospitalization product relevant for me? And then we brought in our model where we reward people for staying healthy, which is what regulations fortunately enable. The IRDAI regulations enable that. So to reward consumers for staying healthy. And when we launched that, we saw very good success. But the young consumer was still saying that because you are rewarding me for staying physically active, I do many things for my health. In 1 month, I might be focused on physical health. Another month, I might be focused on nutritional eating well. Maybe sleep is important for me, etc. So, can you reward me for something beyond just physical health, and also leave the choice to me? And lastly, you know, become engage with me the way I deal with health. So in this product, where we used to earlier reward in our earlier products clinical and physical health, we're rewarding nutritional and and what I'll call heal mental health, healing also. And so therefore we call it eat, move, heal. But at the end, if something happens, protection is in any case
So
there.
there will be many policyholders who will not pay any premium if they follow all these parameters.
So in our existing product itself, close to 10,000 customers, get their full premium back. We are expecting that youngsters, since they are more focused on health, can get into that situation. But the important thing is, can we play a role in protecting them? But first, starting by being a health partner with them.
Okay. So in health insurance, affordability is a challenge. We have seen due to the increase in medical inflation by 12 to 15%, health insurance premiums are also increasing because at the end, insurers are forced to increase health insurance premium. So are we seeing a shift from illness to wellness going ahead, which will be beneficial for both policyholders and insurers also?
Very, very good question, and absolutely we are seeing that trend. Overall, in our business last year, Anurag, about more than 2 lakh customers got some benefit for good health behavior, and which is about 11.2% of our retail health indemnity customers. And normally, our sickness event ke liye we pay for maybe 5 or 6% customers. Now, the customers who earned benefit for good health, their claim ratio was lower by 8%, persistency higher by 11%. Which means that as this group starts becoming bigger and bigger part, this used to be 5-6% of our pool. Now it is 11.2. Our aspiration is to make it, get into 20s someday soon. Now, then when this happens, your overall risk pool becomes healthier. Your need to increase prices become less than what it otherwise is. So, if you're building a long-term relationship with a customer, why can't you be like their health partner also as an insurance company? And that is our endeavor.
Okay, sir. So one more thing I want to understand: a lot of work is happening on the health insurance front, healthcare front. Insurance companies and hospital associations are working together. We'll see going ahead the common empanelment process also. And now under the new chairman, there are few health committees also formed. So how going ahead, healthcare, health insurance ecosystem will change because of all these developments?
See, firstly, I must thank the current chairman Seth Saab for getting through the CII platform the insurers and the hospitals to come on the same platform. He's guided us to create 5 working groups, and he's spending his personal time. He's already taken 2 kind of full feedbacks in Delhi, He gives us guidance. He's guiding us to get the journey started. The fact that now hospitals and hospitals of all kind, it's not just large or it's large, medium, small, all of them directly or through their associations are part of this whole working group. Work is started. Of course, it's a start, but I feel very
So which are the
optimistic.
5 working groups? We'll see the results also will be there of the working groups.
Yeah, so there are working groups. One is looking at code of conduct between the two. One is looking at medical inflation. I chair a working group on how do we use NHCX to integrate. There is one group which is looking at product. There's one group which is looking at categorization of hospitals so that we can accordingly negotiate the, agree on the rates, etc. So all of these are very important, issues that we must resolve. Separately, the health insurance committee that we have at the council level, where Dr. Prakash was hired, that also is working very actively. Now we have monthly roundtable meeting with all the hospitals. So I feel more optimistic today, Anurag, that I think both us, payers and providers have realized that they must come on a common platform. And on top of that, when you get the guidance and sponsorship of a chairman IDA, then I think this will move in the right
So
direction.
eventually, sir, policyholders will also get benefit of all these initiatives.
Of course, policyholder will get the benefit by, I would say, better experience at the hospital, right? They will get the experience of, better products. They will get the experience of better pricing. So ultimately, I'm not saying that this will happen in like 1 month's time of this. I think it's a task that all of us will have to stay fully invested in. But sitting where I am, I feel very optimistic that I think this will move in the right direction as we move ahead.